What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Samurai Sports Network. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Miami Dolphins and more specifically the Miami Dolphins offense. Now, yesterday we talked about the Miami Dolphins defense, and off the bat, I want to say thank you guys for supporting that video and the video I had earlier this week, I believe on Tuesday. I appreciate it a lot, but let's get into the Miami Dolphins offense. So when we talked about the defense yesterday, one of the things that we were kind of continuously harping on is that the Dolphins defense has been playing outstanding. They've been doing what they need to do to get the job done. You have guys like Andrew Van Ginkel, Emmanuel Ogba, Shaq Lawson, Christian Wilkins, Zach Sealer, who just recently got an extension. All of these guys putting in work and doing what they needed to do to make sure that the Dolphins defense could thrive. And of course, it starts in the trenches, so that's why I mentioned those guys first. With the Dolphins offense, it's kind of been the same. I mean, the offense hasn't been impressive. However, with the Mina Kimes, Dan Orlovsky, and there was someone else that got into it. I think it was Jeff Schwartz, debate on the Dolphins offensive line. I think that as Dolphins fans, sometimes we do kind of over exaggerate certain things to a certain point where it's a little bit insane. However, with this Dolphins offense, I think that there's a situation where we haven't really been kind of like making it seem like it's more than what it is. The Dolphins have a very good offensive line right now, and although it might not show, there's some times where it's not as good as we probably think it should be or as good as we would want it to be. You know, the Dolphins haven't had an offensive line like this in quite some time. I mean, when was the last time that you could look at the offensive line and really say that we only had 2 weak points instead of 4? I mean, it's always kind of been that situation where 4 of those spots are just absolutely dreadful and we can't produce. We can't have anything going on. But this time around, it's a little bit different. The Dolphins' offense is just playing better in terms of the offensive line, and then they're able to kind of help a little bit. Now, when it comes to the production, I've been a skeptic of Chan Gailey. I know a lot of people on Dolphins Twitter have been skeptics of Chan Gailey, and I know that it goes to a point where a lot of us just don't really like the man that much and don't really like the fact that like he sometimes it gets really scared or timid with some of the calls that he makes, so it's a little bit upsetting. I think that we can all agree with that, is that it just gets upsetting and it just gets annoying. I think denying that fact would be crazy, right? However, again, when we look at it and we look at everything in real nice detail, right? I think that we need to kind of take a second to take a step back and remember, including myself, that we have a rookie quarterback who a year ago Monday, 3 days ago, um, was removed from an injury that he himself did not know if he was going to be able to play football again. So when you look at that and you take everything into detail, you kind of remember, okay, we got to take it slow. He's not injured anymore. We got to take it slow. We got to get everything ready. He is still a rookie. I think we look at Justin Herbert, we look at and Joe Burrow even to an extent, although Burrow is kind of recently. You remember and you remind yourself that, okay, we're going to take it slow, and we saw what the potential is. When we have to open up the offense, like against the Arizona Cardinals, boom, 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 clicking on all cylinders. When we don't have to, things are a little bit more game manager and not, you know, franchise quarterback. But we don't always need franchise quarterback, especially if this defense is playing the way it is. And especially if, like we talked about in the defensive video, and I believe the expectations video or something like that on Tuesday, was they're going to go into that Chiefs game most likely. I would say 95% most likely that they're going to go into that Chiefs game 9-3. If this defense and the offense click in these next 3 games and put you in that position, excuse me, I don't feel like there's any reason for us to complain. I feel like we're in a position where we should just be overzealous. We should be extremely happy and kind of remember that we're put into this position where the Dolphins are going to kind of be in the playoffs. At 9-3, like the AFC is a little bit rough right now in terms of there's a lot of teams that are contending, but that 9-3 should put them in prime position to be able to make the playoffs. So that's something that I think we all have to take into account. That's something that we all have to think about. But besides that, I just think the offense will continue to see it. I'm really excited to see Antonio Callaway potentially get onto the field. That's one of the things that I think is going to help the offense, because he can take the top off of a defense. He can play on the outside. He's not just a slot guy. and he's not just that go up and get it. So I think he's going to help a lot for that offense. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited. Tomorrow's video will be a video kind of leading into Sunday's game against the Broncos. Once we have more details, who's playing, who's not playing, stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. And as always, peace.